और आपको सीधे लिए चलते हैं विदेश मंत्रालय की वीकली ब्रीफिंग में।
Through video reportage, etc. They are being circulated, so please follow them through our handles and through Ministry of External Affairs website. Pranay, on the question of President Trump, see, I had made in the last briefing, I had made very clear, I had addressed this issue. Further to that, I have nothing to add, but at the same time, I would like to let you know that you are aware of our position, that any India-Pakistan engagement has to be bilateral. At the same time, I would like to remind you that talks and terror don't go together. On terrorism itself, as I had said earlier, we are open to discussing the handing over to India of noted terrorists whose list was given to Pakistan some years ago. I would also like to underline that any bilateral discussion on Jammu and Kashmir will only be on the vacation of illegally occupied Indian territory by Pakistan. And on the question of Indus Waters Treaty, I am again repeating myself, it will remain in abeyance until Pakistan credibly and irrevocably abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. As the Prime Minister has said, water and blood cannot flow together. Trade and terror also cannot go together. Ishi, regarding meeting between two countries, that's fine, we have taken note of them. Further to that, किसको? देखिए, पिछले प्रेस वार्ता में हमने इस मुद्दे पर अपना पक्ष रखा था। उसके आगे मुझे और कुछ कहने की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन मैं ये बात आपके सामने रख दूं कि ये तीन जो मुद्दे हैं भारत पाकिस्तान पे, उस पे हमारा क्या पक्ष है। भारत पाकिस्तान का जो भी एंगेजमेंट होगा वो बायलैटरल तरीके, दो पक्षीय तरीके से ही होगा। साथ ही साथ मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि वार्ता और आतंकवाद दोनों साथ में नहीं चल सकता है। जहां तक आतंकवाद का सवाल है, हम ये बात करने के लिए तैयार हैं, लेकिन जो बातचीत होगी इस पे होगी कि भारत ने जो एक लिस्ट दिया था पाकिस्तान को कुछ साल पहले, उस लिस्ट में कई एक टेररिस्ट थे, उनको कब वो भारत को हवाले कर रहे हैं, इस बात पे बात होगी। जहां तक बायलैटरल डिस्कशन, दो पक्षीय डिस्कशन, बातचीत की बात है जम्मू कश्मीर के मामले में, उस पर सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ही बात पर बातचीत होगी, वो है कि जो इल्लीगल तरीके, अवैध तरीके से पाकिस्तान जो भारतीय भूमि को कब्जा कर रखा है, उसको जल्द से जल्द उसको वेकेट करें। जहां तक सिंधु जल संधि का सवाल है, वो अबेंस में रहेगा, स्थगित रहेगा तब तक जब तक पाकिस्तान क्रेडिबल तरीके से, विश्वसनीय तरीके से और इर्रिवोकेबल तरीके से आतंकवाद को खत्म नहीं करता। और जैसा कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा, उस पर मैं आपका ध्यान केंद्रित करना चाहूंगा कि पानी और खून दोनों साथ में नहीं बह सकता। Ishi, on your question regarding meetings of two foreign ministers of different countries, this is for them to decide what they have to do, how they have to engage. Beyond that, I don't have any comment to make, but I would also like to urge what I conveyed to Ishi, the meeting that had happened, the telecon that happened between Afghan Foreign Minister and External Affairs Minister. On BTA, as you know that these talks are going on in Washington DC presently. Our Commerce and Industry Minister, along with our team, they are there to negotiate. This is an ongoing process, and we will update you as and when we have something to share with you. So that is where it is. On the Rishabh, your question regarding hiring of lobby firms. So let me tell you that this is something which is not new. It is not a new practice. This has been in place for several decades now, and has been the practice under successive governments since the 1950s. In fact, even beyond that, 1949, first lobby firm was hired in Washington DC, possibly others also. These firms have been regularly engaged by the Indian Embassy as per the situation or as per the requirement that arises. All such engagements are available in the public domain, so you can visit the US Department of Justice website and access all the information that is there. In fact, in the run-up to the nuclear deal of 2007, similarly we had engaged firms to strengthen India's case in the United States. I should also add that such a practice is very common among embassies and other organizations in Washington, D.C. And other parts of the United States. Just to give you a little more factual details about it, in 1949 the embassy had hired Rosen and Fred. In 1954, GOI hired Shaler Butler Associates. In 1958, GOI hired Moss Edward K. From 1969 to 1974, GOI had hired Square Sanders and Dempsey LLC. In 1981 to 83, GOI hired Baron Canning and Company Incorporated. From 1992 to 93, GOI had hired International Development Systems Incorporated. In 2005 till date, GOI has hired BGR Government Affairs LLC. So all these information, I mean, just give you some samples of it, but all these information is available on the US Department of Justice website. It is available in public domain, so you can have a look at it. Shall we go further? Huma?
Huma Siddiqui from Strat News Global. I have two questions. Recently, the U.S. administration had imposed visa restrictions on travel agents. Would you have the number of such agents, and in which state are they located? And my second question is, has any Indian self-deported from the U.S. in the recent past?
सर नीरज न्यूज 18 इंडिया से लातविया, लाइबेरिया, कॉन्गो, बहरीन और कोलंबिया, ये 5 ऐसे देश हैं जो अगले साल से सुरक्षा परिषद के नॉन परमानेंट मेंबर बनेंगे। यहाँ डेलीगेशन को भेजने का मकसद क्या है? दूसरा सवाल ये है सर कि विदेश मंत्री जयशंकर दौरे पे थे नीदरलैंड्स के। नीदरलैंड से पाकिस्तान को आर्म सप्लाई का मसला भी एक महत्वपूर्ण मसला रहा है भारत की तरफ से। क्या इस मसले पे बातचीत हुई? किस तरह से मौजूदा वक्त में इस चिंता को जाहिर किया है?
Sir, Akshay Master, this is again in the line of the conversation between acting Foreign Minister of Afghanistan, Muttaqi, and Dr. S. Jaishankar. So you mentioned teleconference. Was it?
चलो, तो विदेश मंत्रालय की वीकली ब्रीफिंग में साफ साफ एक बात फिर से दोहराई गई कि खून और पानी साथ नहीं चल सकते। सिंधु जल समझौता अभी सस्पेंड रहेगा। साथ ये भी बताया विदेश मंत्री की अफगान के विदेश मंत्री से क्या बातचीत रही और जीरो टॉलरेंस पॉलिसी आतंकवाद को लेकर, और बात होगी तो इलीगल ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर को लेकर होगी और किसी तीसरे देश का दखल नहीं होगा। बातचीत द्विपक्षीय ही होगी।